So what's the best way to release an album, EP, or single in 2020 and beyond? Well, in this video, I'm going to share with you the new 5P release formula that will gain you the maximum amount of impact, exposure, and make you the most money off your releases, even if you have 0 followers. So let's get to it. Hey, and welcome to Music Space, where we help working musicians just like you learn how to quickly and easily make a living with your craft. So if you're new here to the channel, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. That way you'll be notified when new videos are uploaded. So the way that many artists and musicians release music today goes something like this. They spend a bunch of time, money, and resources in recording the project, working with producers and studios and things like that. And during this time, they, probably post something on their social media pages, like some album art and, a post just letting people know that their project is coming and things like that. And then after this long process of recording and being in studios and getting the album ready and all of that kind of stuff, they send it to a company like CD Baby, which sends it to all of the streaming companies like Amazon and iTunes Music or Apple Music and all of that kind of stuff. And then they make a few more posts on their personal social media pages that the album is available, and they post links to it. And they make a few sales here and there from, their closest friends and family. And then after about a month, and in a lot of cases even less time, the CD is just literally sitting out there in the cloud collecting dust, so to speak. And the worst part about this is that they get very frustrated and discouraged because they've spent all of this time working hard on this project and they've only made a few sales from it, from close family and friends. And then even worse, they start to second guess their talent and their giftings because not many people bought the project or the CD or the single or the EP, so it must not be good. I must not be a great musician, right? Well, not necessarily. It's more likely that they simply didn't incorporate some sort of plan or strategy in their release. It's like trying to get in shape, right? You can start doing random exercises here and there and you'll probably get some minor results. But if you go into it with a plan and a strategy, you're more likely to get the benefits that you want out of that plan and strategy than you are simply just randomly showing up at the gym. So with that said, let's jump into the 5P release formula. And I have a special power tip for you toward the end of this video, so make sure you stick around for that. Now, right before we jump into the formula, I want to let you know about the free 10-step album release ebook that you can download right now. Now, this ebook is really cool because it gives you a checklist of the top 10 most important things to do when you're releasing an album, and it helps you avoid skipping those crucial steps in the process. It's a checklist I really wished I had when I released my first album, and I've previously reserved it for paying clients only, but it's yours today for free, and you can find the download link to it in the description of this video. Okay, so the first step in the 5P release formula is plan. Now, I can't stress this enough. This is the most important part of the process. You need to have a plan in place, and not just any plan. You need to have a long-term strategy for developing your authority and influence as an artist, and a plan for getting your music into the hands and ears of your followers. You shouldn't be what I like to call a thunderstorm musician or artist, where you show up and make a lot of noise and rumble about your project or your album, and then suddenly you disappear until the next time it's time for you to release a project or album. You need to have a plan in place so you don't do what's called hope marketing, where you put some stuff out and just hope for the best. And you need a plan because you want your project to come across as focused and intentional. Your plan needs to include things like a social media strategy, your release date, how you'll collect money, and your website, and how you'll ship your merchandise and your physical CDs if you're going to have them. You need to have a strategy on how you're going to tie these and many other things together for your project release. So take out some paper or open up your favorite notes app on your tablet or phone and start working out your plan right now. Now, the second step in the 5P formula is package. A package is where you combine 2 or more products and you sell them as a deal. You want to package your album, EP, or single with other products because it allows you to make a larger sale and therefore make a larger impact on your followers. This is a fundamental tactic of billion-dollar companies. When new iPhone and Android phones come out every year, they package deals where you get like the phone, a case, and a charger. When you go to your favorite fast food burger place, you're probably going to get a package of a burger, a drink, and fries. So you need to be doing the same thing with your project. And it's cool because you can be as creative as you like with these packages as long as you're offering something of perceived value. A great way to do this is to couple your CD with merch, like, keychains and t-shirts with your band logo or your artist logo or even your album art on it. But it doesn't even have to be anything physical. You could offer something like an exclusive music video or a video of the behind the scenes of how you made the CD. You could do something like offer a special birthday video to the first 25 or 50 people that buy your CD. The more original you are with creating a package, the better. So write down some ideas of things that you can include in your packages for your releases of your projects. Now, the third P is promote. You need to think of your album release as an event, and the purpose of promotion is to get eyes and ears on this event. You really want to create as much awareness as possible around your project release. Getting attention around your release is important because it builds excitement and momentum, which translates into people wanting to buy into you as an artist, which translates into people wanting to buy your project. Now, the key here is smart promotion. I would stay away from things like paid promotional services like Facebook ads and things like that, especially if it's your first release. Services like these can be useful in some cases, but you generally want to steer toward free promotional services because when done properly, they're just as effective. So you definitely want to do things like use your social media to create awareness, create digital flyers and album art and all of those kind of things and post them on your social media. Use them as your profile pictures. Post short video clips of you working on the CD in the studio. Ask friends to share the video and share your album art and your pictures and your photos. Record a promo video featuring one of the songs from your project and ask all of your social media friends to share it. There's many creative ways to do this. The only thing you want to avoid is like being too spammy. You don't want to upload something every day and ask your friends to share something every single day from your album. But definitely put together your promotion strategy and incorporate it in your release process. Okay, so the fourth P in the formula is pre-orders. Now, pre-orders is simply when you take money for your EP or your album or your single before it's released. This is another tactic of multi-billion-dollar companies. Again, when those new iPhones and Android phones come out, you will be able to pre-order them in advance. And you can take pre-orders anywhere from a week before to 3 months before, and in some cases 6 months before your album release. You always want to be taking pre-orders because it allows you to sort of gauge what your actual sales are going to be, and that allows you to sort of make tweaks to your promotional strategy beforehand if you need to. It also gives you the benefit of knowing how many CDs to print and how much merch to get printed if you're going to sell those things. Now, there are several ways you can incorporate pre-orders, but one way is to simply build a website where you have your album art there and your CD release date and all of that kind of stuff. And you have a big visible pre-order button on that page linked to your PayPal where you can promote. You can put that link on like your social media and stuff like that, and then you can promote on your social media. Pre-orders is a really useful strategy, so definitely incorporate it in your project releases. Now, the fifth P in this process is perform. Simply put, you need to show your stuff. Your performance is a demonstration of what people will get when they buy your project. Performing a song or a snippet of a song or something like that from your project gives the benefit of letting others buy into your energy and excitement about that project. It puts a face and sort of a more human touch to your promotional strategies. All of the flyers and pictures and logos and designs and merch and all of that is great, but putting a more realistic feel to this is sort of like the icing on the cake. And I would go as far as to say that it's actually one of the main ingredients in the cake. Now, the good part about this is that it's really simple to do. You don't even need to do like a live in-person performance or show. You can do it on social media. You could go live on Facebook or Instagram for like 20 or 30 minutes and perform one of your songs, or even like a snippet of one or two of the songs on your project. And while you're live, you could do something like a Q&A where you allow the audience to ask you questions, and you can share like stories and personal experiences from making the CD and from your life and all of these types of things. When you connect with people in this way, they're more likely to become a true fan of yours and more likely to buy from you. So definitely make sure you're doing a performance of some sort when you're doing your album release. Now, question of the day. What are some strategies that you know of that are effective in releasing projects and albums and EPs and things like that? Jump down in the comment section and let me know. I definitely want to hear about those. Now, on to the power tip that I promised you. So one of the things that you want to be doing when you're going through your release process is capturing emails. The reason you want to do this is because the people that buy from you are the people who will more likely buy from you again in the future. So you want to remain in contact with those people. So this can be done really easily. You can use an autoresponder like MailChimp or Aweber or several others, but definitely make sure you're capturing email addresses of the people who buy from you. That way you can stay in contact with them. And make sure you check out the other videos on the screen, as they will help you in your release process as well. That's it for this video. Make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell, and I'll see you in the next video.